guys. Okay, we've got potato, 2 glass of water last night. Welcome to really hoping we have fresh rough the outfit. Or
I'm like, what do I do with myself now, you know?
Did you have a nice sleep? I would say good morning, but it's absolutely not morning. Ace has just woken up from his second nap of the day. He had a 1 hour 40-minute nap. I cannot tell you how good it is to now have him nap for longer than 20 minutes at a time. Isn't that right, Baba? He is always just so much happier when he wakes up from a good nap. We are definitely still having 30-minute naps. The one earlier this morning was about 30 to 40 minutes, and that's roughly what we get. I just never know. Today he did wake up around that 40-minute mark, but I got him back to sleep, which I have been feeding him back to sleep, and I know that that's probably not great, but honestly it does the trick, and he goes back to sleep for what, another like hour? It's so good. So I did that. I had some lunch because it is actually currently like 2:30 or something like that. So the day has gotten ahead of us. But happy Tuesday, guys. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Taylor and I am the mum of this beautiful baby boy Ace. He actually turned 6 months on Sunday, which is crazy. I just can't believe how fast it's gone. I thought I'd start a new vlog and maybe do a week in the life because it's too late to do a day in the life today. But I feel like we've kind of got our routine kind of down a little bit. Our weeks are so different. Every day is different, but I feel like I'm getting more into the groove of being a mum. So I thought I'd bring you guys along. Now today, Dad, it doesn't have work, but he decided to go pick something up from Facebook Marketplace, and this place is like an hour away. So he's going to be gone for about 2.5 hours. Don't you love that? Mum could never. She could never. But that's alright. I wish I started vlogging yesterday because yesterday, guys, I got my first massage since well before I was pregnant, which was so incredible. I cannot tell you how good it was, especially as a breastfeeding mum. I was saying to my husband, I think breastfeeding mums, me, need to have a massage, just like a back and neck massage, at least once a month. And he was like, go fortnightly, babe. And I was like, we can't afford that. But honestly, if we can fit it into the budget, I think it's worth it because my back is so sore. It's the least I can get for breastfeeding him, especially because for me, breastfeeding is amazing and it's beautiful. And yes, my back gets sore, but also I literally cannot leave this dude for longer than an hour. Probably, I think yesterday was about an hour and a half, and that was pushing the longest I've ever been away from him because I am his constant source of food. Until yesterday, Ace had his first bit of food yesterday. Yes, you did. How was it, Baba? You did so well. Gave him some avocado and some banana. He absolutely loved it. We're doing a mix between baby-led weaning and puree feeding. So yesterday I had mushed up some avocado and put a bit of my breast milk in it, and that was his kind of puree. And then I also gave him a banana, like a full banana. He's already so good at holding on to things that he was able to grab the spoon and just use it to put it in his mouth, and it was just perfect, wasn't it, Papa? Okay, let's move positions because I need to go eat my lunch. I currently have a salad sitting out here waiting for me, so let's move so I can go eat it. It's not just like sitting out and getting gross. Let's do a bit of a life update. My sister moved in about just over a month ago, so we now have 3 adults and a baby living in our very small granny flat. I actually really love having her here. She has been so much help. Not that we expect that from her because this is our baby, he's our responsibility, but she's been so good with like offering to take him on walks. She's even helped with bath time one night. That was really good. However, we are in a very small granny flat, and so it has been a lot having an extra person here just filling up the space. The room that she's in was our spare bedroom that we had my husband's gaming setup, and then also Ace's big cot in there. His big cot has moved to our room, which we would have done anyway because he has transitioned from the bedside bassinet to the cot. We've been doing more co-sleeping recently than sleeping on the cot, but that's just a whole nother story. However, we did have to move my husband's gaming setup to out in our living room / kitchen, and that is fine. It's not actually in the way, it's just a very big eyesore in here. It takes up a lot of the space on the wall, and it's black and just doesn't go with the rest of the decor in here. Not that I'm too like phased about that. Don't mind it being out here. It's just like not the best looking thing. And I also find that it makes cleaning a lot harder because that just never looks fully clean. So even if I clean the whole house, it just never looks fully clean because of that there. So it demotivates me with cleaning, which I already have a problem with. In terms of Ace, he is now currently rolling over, which is so fun. fun because we have so many things that we're learning that he's still yet to fully master, and that's really frustrating him. So it's so fun that we've been able to master the rolling over, but it does mean that he is constantly rolling, including in the middle of the night, and he doesn't really love being on his tummy. So there's that. I'm getting very frustrated, my sweet boy. Some of the things that we are trying and haven't mastered yet is crawling. He is definitely so close. He is on the move, but it's not just like perfected yet. It's many hours later. We had a very teething baby. I actually almost thought to myself, I'm gonna just like not vlog. I give up. I was like, the start of this vlog sucks. But I was like, you know what? This is motherhood and this is so real. So excuse the abrupt exit before. I'm going to continue vlogging as much as I can and just get what I can, and that's just life. Speaking of teething, I thought I would actually share what I do when we end up with a situation like that. We've been doing a lot more co-sleeping just because it's been really hard, honestly, with him and his cot. Even though it's literally next to my bed, it's just at the end of the bed, so it's like maybe a meter away from me. I'm just struggling, having to get up all the time, and when it gets to that point where it's like every 45 minutes to an hour, I'm like, no. The one thing I did want to show you is a teething thing. Let me grab it. There are so many teething things you can get, especially teethers. That's where we started. And we got the banana teether. I'm sure you've seen it. If you haven't, just look it up. It'll be right there. That was good, but I found it wasn't great. He actually didn't love the end that was the proper teether. He actually liked the end that was the peel, which I think is hilarious, but honestly, whatever works for him, that's fine. But something that we grabbed for pain relief, it is the Weleda baby teething powder, and it is a homeopathic medicine, which was definitely something I wanted to look into because I didn't want to just be giving him Panadol and Nurofen all the time. Obviously, it's so up to you how you want to do things, so if that's what you want to do, that's fine. And that is not to say that we haven't given him Panadol. We haven't given him Nurofen yet because you're not meant to give babies Nurofen before. I've heard 6 months and 1 year. I don't know, the box says 6 months. So anyway, we haven't given it to him yet. We have given him Panadol, which I feel like has been the only thing that will help when he's like really, really upset. Except I always try to give him the powder before I give him the Panadol. If the powder doesn't work, then I'll give him the Panadol. I find that 80% of the time, the powder does work. And it's literally, my husband and I like tried it when we first gave it to him. All it is chamomile, and then it's got root and oyster shell, and that's literally it. And another thing, which you've probably seen before, are these little icicle teether things. So they've got little holes on this little spongy part, and you can just take it off. This is dirty because we have used it and I need to clean it, but you can take that off, pop in some, I popped in my breast milk, but when they start feeding, you can pop in like little purees. Now that he's feeding, I might do that, and then they can suck on it, and the sucking, the feeling of the little ribs of the holes, coldness of the actual whatever you put in there really, really helps them. So he's been loving that. Moving on to what I'm doing right now, my husband has taken Ace to the shops with him, which it is just such a rare moment that I am at home by myself. We did start Solids yesterday, which was so exciting. That's probably one of the biggest things that has happened recently, and I'm so excited. So I went all shopping last week. I was very excited, and then I started to get close and I got, wow, this is big, this is exciting, this is crazy. But after yesterday, I feel so much better. I'm just like excited. I'm so excited. We are doing a mixture between baby-led weaning and also purees. So yesterday I gave him mushed up avocado with a bit of my breast milk, and then a banana with a little like peel on the end, but then you like cut it up the top so that they can just like chew on the banana. Everything was so mushy that he couldn't grab onto it, because I also gave him bits of the avocado, but he couldn't grab on because he would grab too tight and it would just like break in half. But the whole point of baby-led weaning is that they learn all of these things and they learn the textures. So after he'd literally devoured so many spoonfuls of the puree of the avocado, which I was just like shocked by. It's literally the first different flavor he's having other than like meds that is not my breast milk, and he just like loved it. So that was really, really good, positive outcome. Today, which it's a little bit later, it's currently 6 o'clock. and my husband's still out. Ace will be going to bed soon, but I'm currently making him some sweet potato. So I'm popping these in. I've got 6 little wedges that I'm going to pop in the oven right now to roast. Those are going to be the little things that he can grab and chew on. I don't know about that size. Honestly, to me, it looks a little small. I was thinking something bigger, but they were saying finger size, and that's the size of a finger. So we'll see how we go tonight. And then I've also got on the stove, I'll show you guys. And in here, I popped a bunch of the sweet potato to boil. So I will use that to turn into puree. My husband is calling me.
Hey.
Hey.
And then now, like, that I'm walking back, he's somewhat losing it.
Okay. Do you need me to come
I
get
was
you?
gonna... No, he's fine for now. I'm like, I reckon I could make it home walking with him.
Okay.
He didn't sleep as well.
Right. And you didn't put it in the carrier?
No.
Okay.
Are you so excited?
Right. Good job. You want more? More done. I would say good morning, but it is currently 1:32. So hi guys, welcome to Wednesday. I did end up freezing the leftover sweet potato from yesterday. I'm just gonna pop them into here. Ace is currently sleeping and I'm hoping he's still asleep. I am going to pop them into this Ziploc bag because I do use these as those little, I do use them for that. So I'm going to pop them into here. We really haven't done much today. I've done a load of laundry and we went out for coffee this morning because my husband had to pick up his car from the mechanic. I'm also currently, if you can hear the bubbling in the background, sterilizing some of my pumping parts. But yes, this morning has been very chill and relaxed. I have done a bit of admin work this morning during his first nap because my husband didn't go to work today because his car's not working. So I've had him, they kind of like napped together. He laid down with him so I didn't have to do that. So I did some admin work and I've just been cleaning. I'm feeling really overwhelmed, honestly. I just don't know where to start, honestly. I just feel like my life feels very chaotic right now, and I think it's because everything in my life is just a mess in terms of area, environment kind of vibes. I think I touched on this briefly yesterday. Having that there, it just makes cleaning that much harder because everything is just still so messy even after I clean. And also after I clean, it's just messy again within, I'm not even joking, a few hours. So I don't even get a day where it's clean. Plus, my car is an absolute mess. This morning, this happened to me and I didn't have a spare change of clothes, which is the first time since Ace has been born where I didn't have a spare pair of clothes in the nappy bag. So that was rough. Luckily, my husband had his car. He had a spare change of clothes in his car, but then he'd parked in a different car park and I was waiting for him. I couldn't hold Ace because he was like leaking and it was going all over me. Oh my gosh, it was just a lot. I had a little bit of a mental breakdown, but we've come out the other side. I feel like I can hear Ace. I was right. He's awake. That was a 40-minute nap, so pretty good, but not the longest it could have been. But we did have an hour 15, hour 20-minute nap this morning, so that's all right. I think I might actually give him one of these. Yes. How does that sound, baby? But we also need to do our food today, and I think today we're going to introduce our first allergen. We are actually 3 days into feeding, but I've heard that it's good to introduce the allergens early. People often like delay it, and apparently that's not what you're meant to do. You're meant to introduce them early. So we might do some egg today and also some broccoli. We're going to do broccoli, egg. I think the egg will be like the puree, and then the broccoli will be your baby-led weaning. Yeah? Okay, I'm going to boil an egg. Hard boil. Turn it into a puree mush vibe. Oh, I'm feeling really, really weird. I don't know. I feel like I get like this. I get really overwhelmed by mess and I get stressed, and I'm really feeling that right now. This is so cute. Nom 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 nom. It said to also mix something in with the egg. So I'm going to do avocado because we've already had that and that's not like another allergen.
I like it today. Yeah, I want breast milk and avocado.
It's not breast milk in it.
Avocado and egg?
It
Yeah,
says
but
to
what?
put the egg into something that you already know that he likes and has had before.
Who said that?
Chat.
Sounds gross.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know what's good and what's bad.
He does now.
He's eating it.
Egg, no thank you.
Babe, I don't understand why you think this is weird. Would you not have avocado and egg on toast?
Yeah, but not mixed together.
It's the same thing, it's just different consistency. Whoop. Ace and I have just woken up from a contact nap. I slept 15 minutes. He slept for an hour and 15 minutes, so that's good. That did, however, give me time to chill out a little bit. I scrolled on my phone. We're at this age where I can't put him down. Anyway, we tried egg earlier. I put it in a bit of avocado and just a tiny little bit, and he seems to be fine. It's been over 2 hours now and he seems to be all good, so that is very positive. We obviously won't be introducing another allergen for maybe a few days. I'm thinking maybe 1 a week. I don't know if that's the thing, but I did ask my husband to grab some black beans while he was out at the shops because I've heard that that's really good for iron, and that's obviously what they need right now. Iron-rich foods. So I might do that tomorrow. But yeah, today has just been seriously one of the laziest days. We've just been at home. We did go out for coffee and then just a menti bee. But honestly, I feel like that's what a lot of our days look like. My husband is cooking dinner again tonight and I'm just going to clean while he's chill and in the bouncer. Sorry I have not been on or updated you guys all day, but we've had a pretty busy but not busy day. We went to the hospital to visit family, which I got a few clips of that, and then we only just got home and it's like 5:30 and I realized that I haven't fed Ace yet, so we are quickly preparing his meal for the day, which is black beans, and I'm going to pop a little bit of my breast milk. Exactly. You're in a crazy mood. He had a good sleep on the way home, didn't you? It was an hour, 20-minute drive home, and he slept for about 40 minutes, so that was good. Yesterday we had the first night in a while that he didn't wake up multiple times before 10 p.m. It was crazy. Very nice for me. We still had a lot of wake-ups. This looks disgusting. I'm using these organic black beans. They have no added salt, which is obviously important because you're not meant to give babies salt. Not only are black beans good for their source of iron, but they're also good protein and good fiber. So this is all good all around. Ooh, is that nice?
Needs extra added salt.
He doesn't know what salt is yet. So he doesn't know what he's missing out on. He doesn't understand that he's missing out on flavor. It's currently 8:28 and Ace has already woken back up, apparently. My husband heard him and went back in there. It is kind of like a routine for us that I put him to sleep every night, and then if he wakes up before we go to sleep, then my husband will go in and resettle him. So he's doing that right now. I'm upset because we had the first night last night forever, for what feels like forever, and it was weeks that he hasn't woken up before 10, and he had just like such a good sleep. He had a 5-hour stretch, and I just was like really hoping that was going to be the new norm, but apparently it was just a one-off, so that's great. We will see how the rest of the night goes, but I'm just sitting eating my dinner. I'm having pita, a kofta, salad, all that, and I'm going to be editing a video. Does anyone else, I feel like I don't know why, but I feel like I love watching long vlogs. But when I'm editing long vlogs, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to go back. Like, I always go back and rewatch my vlog to make sure that like it all looks good, and like, and adding like audio and text when needs to be added. And I'm like, 30 minutes, that's a long time to just like rewatch a video. Anyway, I do want to get this one out, so I'm gonna see if I can do that tonight, especially because my husband and I are not watching TV together, so this is a perfect opportunity to do it. Good morning! It is Friday and it's currently 10:30. Ace is in the middle of a nap, which has been going for an hour and 25 minutes. Literally in the last 2-3 weeks maybe. No, I'm gonna say a month. He has stepped up his napping game. He's been sleeping so much better during the day, but it's so unpredictable. I just don't know whether I put him down and he's going to be up in 20, 40 or an hour and a half or 2 hours. And today I actually left the room really early. Usually I just like chill in there with him for ages because I'm just waiting for that 20-minute mark to like help him get back to sleep, and then even the 40-minute mark. But I just like left at 3 minutes today. I was like, I'm out here, had something to do, got up, got out, and I just like haven't gone back in, and he's stayed asleep. So I wonder if maybe that's the key or if he's just having a good nap. Anyway, I'm excited about it because last night was rough, guys. It was rough. I'm okay. I've had a coffee. I definitely need another one, but I'm trying to space it out so that I can just like enjoy it. So I'm gonna have one later. I made some pancakes for breakfast because why not? And I always have to change up my breakfast because I get sick of what I'm having. And recently I've been making my own homemade sausage and egg McMuffin. I have kept forgetting to put the cheese in, so without the cheese, but they're really good. I have been editing a vlog. I'm really proud of myself that I've been editing because I really want to get back into my YouTube grind. This is really important to me, a goal in my 2026 goal year. And yeah, it's rough to watch, honestly. This one, I am just talking to the camera 24/7 and crying and just struggling really hard. But it's crazy looking back at this vlog, and I still want to post it. I know that this is from he was 12 weeks and now he's 6 weeks, so it's literally been 3 months ago. Oh my gosh. But like seeing what I was like back then and seeing how hard I found it back then to now, which I feel like I'm sleeping way worse now, but I'm dealing with it a lot better. And I really do feel like as a mum, I've had discussions with my own mum about this even before I had kids, how you really build up this capacity in you to what you can handle. So I feel like when I was an auntie, I had a bit of capacity because I was always looking after my nieces and nephews and like hanging out with them, but I would reach my peak pretty quickly because I'm just not used to that every day. I was used to just chilling at home and like being by myself, being able to scroll, like having some alone time, being able to nap if I wanted to, all those things. So like my capacity was not at the same level as my sister who has 2 kids, or my sister-in-law who now currently has 5 kids. So I knew that when I became a mum that I was starting off from ground zero, starting off with that capacity that I had as an auntie, but I had my own kid and I had to look after him 24/7, to then having to build up my cup. I think I imagined my cup before was like this little shot glass and it was filling up real quick, and I was like, I'm done, I'm tired, I want to go home. And I'm just slowly building up to like an espresso cup, a mug, a glass of water, a jug, you know. I'm just going to build up my capacity like that, if that makes sense. And so I think that the more kids you have, the longer you have kids, you know, all the things that you go through, it just creates bigger and bigger capacity in you. And my mum said, you know, like when she had 4 kids and she had a husband that was at work all the time, and she had my brother who was the oldest at 19, and then my sister when she was like, my younger sister when she was I think 30. Ace is awake. Great, as I'm having a good chat with you guys. Give me a second. Little man is so happy. He had such a good sleep and he's definitely done a poop because mama gets mad. Anyway, let me try and finish what I was saying and then I can change this little man. My mum was saying when we all grew up, you know, obviously her capacity got really big, and so she was able to do so much, and she was, you know, she basically had a pool-sized capacity. And then she said as we got older, we were less reliant on her and she kind of just became her own person, was doing her own things. Like her capacity got less and less, you know, because she just wasn't being pushed and stretched like that all day every day. So she was like, now as a grandparent, she's got way less capacity as she had as a parent. So she is finding she gets tired quicker than when she was a mum. And I think that that really just shows you that even if you feel like you don't have the capacity or the strength, the energy to be able to do what you're doing right now, it will get better. You truly just need to build up your capacity. You just need to go through it. I think that when I'm watching these videos, I'm like, wow. I look back and I go, I remember feeling like this was the hardest thing ever. And truly in that moment it was, because I hadn't experienced anything like that. Whereas now, 6 months, I've been dealing with this for 6 months and it feels a lot less scary. I think that was the thing, is that it just felt like this is never ending. To be fair, obviously at 6 months, we have things a lot easier in a sense to, like, for example, his naps are way better. I'm getting almost 2 hours out of him sometimes, whereas before it was 20 minutes, which I really struggled with naps. I've also gotten into a flow of like how to put him to sleep for naps and all of that stuff. So it does get better, but I think in those moments it's hard to really believe that and to hear people when they say that. I think even if I told me as who I am now to me back then, saying it's gonna be okay, you will get used to this, this is just the way it is, I think that it still would have been just as hard, because it's just like you really truly don't know until you go through it. Anyway, rant over. Ace is up and we're ready for the day. Today we have a pretty chill day, I think. We have nothing planned, but I always manage to figure out something to do, because ain't no way I'm spending a whole day in the house. No. So I think we might go for a walk to the shops, because I need to get mouth guards for my sleeping, because I'm a grinder. It's giving anxiety. It's great, and I haven't worn them in like almost a week and I can feel it in my jaw. I need to get more baby Panadol because we have run out. We've got a tea there with us, and yes, we don't use it every night like I mentioned, but we do need it on the nights that we need it. So we're gonna get that. We do need a few things from the shops, probably organize something for dinner. We love to spend some time at the shops, so let's do that. Your bum stinks. It's your... What's wrong? Today's outfit, sir. We've got this onesie. We're gonna put it on. Okay, we've got the outfit for the day. This set is just from Kmart and it's so cute. I love the brown, plus it's got the little hello there. It's like a waffle material and it's quite like thin, so it's not too thick, which was perfect transition from like autumn into winter. We're still using it in winter because we're in Australia. So like, for example, today is so sunny and the sun's really warm. We do have a long sleeve little onesie on underneath. Also, I don't know why it took me so long, 6 months, almost 6 months, to get a dummy clip, but it's been the best thing I ever got. I want to do some yoga in the sun today. I'm going to do some like floor Pilates vibes, just to work on this little pooch and also just like my pelvic floor, because that's important. I've set up a little play area for Ace to lie down. I'm very skeptical with how well he's gonna go, because he doesn't like being put down at the moment, but I'll be right next to him, so hopefully that'll help.
Okay guys, how is the audio on this? I'm gonna hold it down here and see how it is here. Hold it up here, see how it is here. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I'm so excited. I'm like, what do I do with myself now, you know?
Blah, 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 blah.
Is it better, are you? Yeah, can you see? Wow! Hey.
Welcome to my vlog. It smells like piss in here.
It actually does smell really bad.
Tay, it's this. I'm currently making Ace some jam because I want to feed him some sourdough today. If you're new to my channel, I love sourdough, love making sourdough. I've made one yesterday. I'm pretty sure I showed you guys. We have a fresh loaf that's almost pretty much gone, so I'm gonna have to make another one again, but that always happens and I love it. I have put on the stove maybe about 2 tablespoons of berries. They're frozen berries, so it's a mixture. There's not like one particular berry. I put it on the stove with some water, and I've also bloomed some chia seeds. We just have black chia seeds. Well, my sister did, and I just borrowed them. Obviously, I'm not adding any sugar because you're not meant to add any sugar or salt or anything to any of the baby's foods at this time. But I did add a little bit of lemon juice, which I'm pretty sure is fine. Buddy? Do you want to come with mama? Do you want to come with mama? How does your jam look? Is it looking good? I know you had some berries yesterday and you weren't a huge fan. Okay, I'm just setting Ace up for his afternoon feed before we go to sleep. I am a bit worried because he's getting really tired and I'm about to feed him, which can be a recipe for a disaster, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay, what should we do first, buddy? Do you want some bone marrow? All over your face. Oh my gosh, this is like the first time he hasn't really pulled like a really bad face, other than the first time. Oh, he really likes it. Oh my gosh. We are alone for the night. Mo is doing a late night shift, so it's just Ace and I and my sister, to be fair. She is here, she lives here, so she's gonna be here, but she does have to study. Also, this is not her child, so this is on me, obviously, tonight. I do have the screen on. I have the Teletubbies on because I needed to get stuff done, and he is at this age where I cannot put him down. He's not happy about it when I put him down, so don't judge me, especially my sister, who I know is probably watching this. I'm sorry. Anyway, I've just been doing some cleaning. I cleaned the kitchen after that craziness of his lunch. I've just vacuumed. I'm gonna put that away. And I am cleaning our washing machine because it stinks. Like, it smells really bad. And my sister was doing a load of laundry and she's like, this stinks. So I am just doing a little bit of a clean. I don't know what I'm gonna do for dinner because we don't have anything. I really hope you guys can hear me over the Teletubbies. We really don't have anything. First of all, our fridge needs a clean. This is craziness. Hey chat, I am trying to figure out what to do for dinner. It's just me. I was wondering if I can give you a list of things that I have in the fridge and if you could like give me something that I could whip up.
Okay, with what you've got, I think your best bet is a loaded baked potato with...
I'm thinking because it's just me tonight, I'll take you guys through our nighttime routine. Huckleberry is telling me that his sweet spot to go to sleep is 6:50 and it's currently 6:04. So maybe I'll make my dinner if I have time. We are a little bit past bedtime, but we are now going to do our bedtime routine, aren't we, Ace? Doing it by myself is just a little bit harder because I have to set up the bath and all of that stuff, but that's okay, I can do it. So we're just filling up the bath. We've done a bath every single night since he's born. Obviously, there's been a few nights that we haven't done, but it is part of our nightly routine. We've got this little thermometer, so I pop that in there. I do use a baby soap sometimes, however, I've noticed a little bit eczema on Ace's skin. I think we're going to do a few more now without the soap, and then when he has a particularly dirty day, I'll put the soap in. But I need to find a good soap that is okay for his skin. I'm also going to turn the light off because we like to set the ambience. We're in the bathroom, so it's nice and chill and relaxed. So let's do that. And we've got our night light that turns on, which is just the perfect amount of light that we need. In the bedroom, we do a very similar thing. We set the mood. So I've got my egg nightlight, which is from Amazon. I go to Amazon, look up egg nightlight. It's around $30 AUD, and it's great. We've been using it since he was born. Literally, I arrived home and I go to my husband, we need one right now. We need one. I would highly recommend getting it before you go to the hospital. Bring it with you to the hospital because you're going to need it during those nights as well. So I always set up the bed as kind of like a little production line. We've got the towels here ready to go. I run in, pop him here, wrap him up. We've got his sleep suit, which is just like a full suit, and then we've got a warmer one because it's currently winter. So this one is just a very cute blue fluffy one and a fresh nappy.
losing it. Happy Monday, guys. We are now at the beginning of a new week, which means that we are at the end of this vlog. I feel like we had so much fun starting solids, trying a bunch of new things. Obviously, it was quite chaotic, but honestly, I was learning, he was learning, we were all just kind of learning. So hopefully you guys kind of got a very real look into what it's like to start solids with a 6-month-old, and also just enjoyed coming along for a week in the life. I know that I rambled on a lot about stuff. Hey, if you've made it to the end, I so appreciate you. I would love to know who's made it to the end. So if you did, comment a banana. I would love to see if anyone actually made it to the end, because this is a long vlog. I so appreciate you guys. Ace appreciates you guys, don't you, buddy? Yeah. We would also so love if you guys would like and subscribe, because it literally means the world to us. I cannot tell you guys how happy it makes me every time I see that I've got a new bestie on here that is subscribed, and every time you guys like or you comment, it just honestly brings so much joy to me. So I so appreciate you guys. It also just like doesn't hurt. It helps my channel and it's amazing. We will see you guys in the next video.